Good day. On the left, you can see this is a very poor structural diagram of water, unless we were looking straight down on it, because we know water should be bent. This representation, which is three-dimensional, is much better, and you can see we have to be careful. There are many ways of correctly drawing this. So first of all, this is a bent shape, and that's because we have a lone pair here and a lone pair there. And those lone pairs, to minimize repulsions, they force the electrons involved in the bonds to the hydrogen atoms to be pushed down, the way I've drawn it here, or shown it here, and if we flip it this way, they would have pushed them up. The lone pairs would be down here. So that's the distortion. This parent shape would be AX4, but for water it's become AX2E2 with the two lone pairs. Now it's time to talk about polarity. So we go here, and we have things called bond dipoles. And what we see is there's an arrow going this way, and that represents the dipole going from the hydrogen to the oxygen. It points to the more negative part. The oxygen has a higher electronegativity, so it ends up negatively charged partially, and the hydrogen positive. Similarly, our dipole's going through like that. So that's the point there and the point there. Now in physics, you learn to add vectors head to tail, but you haven't taken Physics 11, so you probably haven't heard that. So we're going to clean this up first of all. So we clean up, and what we care about is the overall dipole, and this is the overall dipole. When we take those two dipoles together, what they do is they split the difference right between the two bonds to the hydrogen. So how I draw it, boom, 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 my dipole is running right through this way. That's what that line is representing. So hopefully that's giving you a better sense of the shape and introducing you to the idea of bond dipoles. Dipoles, I suspect, will be the hardest thing to deal with in this section. So pay close attention here, and when you actually build these out of little wooden balls and things, pay close attention then when we talk about dipoles.